Hey guys, I just wanted to make this video and I want you to see these beautiful puppies that I was seeing when I was meditating one day and I was listening to soft meditation music with pets. And I wanted to talk about not being controlled and also not conforming to the way that people want you to be perceived, and also how your dynamics within your relationships, how they flow towards you, but also how you can counteract them and counterbalance them as a way of divine action and divine placement. You don't have to be bullied within this awakening to feel loved, to feel completed, but also to feel as if you're creating something that's coming from your true resonance and from your true connection. So a lot of the times, a lot of people will helicopter parent you and feel as if they're helping you or guiding you or preventing you from making mistakes. There are no mistakes, there's only happy accidents. So understanding this is that you can't make a mistake that's so bad that it will just ruin your life completely, because all of us are redeemable. All of us can be forgiven. All of us are here to heal and connect and release from these past lifetime progressions, but also these life progressions and these energetic cords that are binding us to people, places, and things, our past, and also our own self-deceit. So a lot of the times when we're experiencing this awakening experience, we can understand that we come into balance with more of being the inner child instead of just being the masculine energy. Now, when I talk about the masculine energy, it does not mean manly deadlifting 500 pounds on your shoulder. You can do that and still be meditative. You can still be a little overweight and still be meditative. You can be very, very thin and still be very meditative. What I'm talking about is balancing the energies of emotional intelligence with the divine feminine, because if we don't have the divine feminine, we don't have the masculine or the inner child. Meaning the inner child, we come back to our innocence, we see that it's blissful, we see that it's more creative, and that it's more giving. Then we come into our masculine energies of authority, of wisdom, of grace, demonstration, self-control. The feminine allows everything to be manifested because it is divine fertility. So this comes back to your relationships and how they cycle through. So basically, if you're in a romantic relationship or if you're in a relationship with a family member, if you don't feel connected to them anymore, you can leave that dynamic and you don't have to stay within that dynamic of that relationship with that person. It doesn't make you a bad person. It just means that you're following your own destiny and following the source of energy that you are. And it just means that you're moving on with life and leaving it behind you. Because most of the time when we awaken, we start to see that everybody is just living within their own revolving door. And then once we step out of it, then we become the inner child. Do you see that? That's pure innocence. That's pure bliss. That's pure beginning again. This is before creation and then after creation. Okay? So before creation and after creation, connecting into an absolute state of embodiment, meaning that you're not feeling the same feelings that you used to feel. You actually might feel your feelings more intently. And then you might feel differently about certain subjects. So let's just say I was very opinionated when I was growing up, and also the news was always on in our living room. So that negativity, that energy, that adding fuel to the fire was always coming through the television, right? So that made me very opinionated about certain subject matters and things of that nature. So now I don't really care about that, nor do I watch that all the time. And actually, I get more wisdom from movies because they've been trying to tell us the truth in movies for so long about the universe. If you watch any type of movie, there's some type of line, there's some type of experience that's being shown in that movie that shows you a depiction of creation. So when we understand that we're here to transcend and give the overview of the spiritual journey, we change as a person that wants to grow and imbibe and embody. We grow out of certain things within our life. So let's just say maybe you used to eat a certain food all the time and then now you decide not to. I'm not necessarily a green freak, but some of you change your routine. Like I fast in the morning and then I eat maybe eggs or maybe have a bowl of cereal. But it just means that I changed a bit in my routine and picked up more activity because I was eating a lot of fast food, which was not good for my body. So it's kind of like a lot of us change, and a lot of us are spiritual in our own way and gifted in our own way and have abilities in our own way. So just because someone does this does not mean that it's more holier than thou. And this is what I mean by relationships, friendships, family members that you've had in the past, and also just the very fact that all of us escape a lot of hindrances, a lot of evil, a lot of negativity, a lot of darkness, but we embrace the light and the dark aspects to connect again. So I guess the reason why I wanted this picture here was because if you see, they're not thinking about world domination. They're not thinking about the world collapsing down. Babies are not thinking about that. Puppies are not thinking about that. So, as people who, channel energy, channel embodiment, we change our viewpoint of what is more balanced and what is more concise when we look at certain issues, and everything in reality is spiritual. Obviously, you're seeing stuff even in the news, things being shed to the light of day because of the things that have been going on for long and long and long, and then, they're being exposed. So all of us are coming to the surface finally, and finally seeing who we really are, not the perpetuated state that we think that we are. So think about that, and I hope this video really helped you and helped you connect and helped you imbibe who you wanted to be. And just look at these beautiful, beautiful babies. I love animals. I don't know if you can tell, but I love dogs, I love cats, and I think animals are some of the best creatures ever.